came across an open letter, and there's something I need to share with you. It's an open letter that has gathered support from numerous brilliant minds in the world of artificial intelligence. The top-notch AI professionals, tech wizards, and researchers. They're all urging for a crucial change. They're asking for a stop to the relentless progress and testing of artificial intelligence systems that surpass even OpenAI's groundbreaking language model, GPT-4. Why? Well, they want us to shift our attention to the potential dangers lurking in the shadows. It's a plea that resonates with genuine concern, and it's high time we take it seriously. I will tell you everything I know in the following couple of minutes. Fundamentally, it cautions that language models, for example GPT-4, can, as of now, rival people in a rising number of undertakings, and that they could be utilized to robotize business and proliferate deception. The message likewise specifies the far-off probability of man-made intelligence frameworks supplanting people and revamping human advancement. The letter, distributed by the Fate of Life establishment, an association zeroing in on mechanical risks to humankind, proceeds to say that the postponement ought to be public and certain, and that all people dealing with complex man-made intelligence models like GPT-4 ought to be incorporated. It makes no notice of how an end being developed could be approved, yet adds that, on the off chance that such a delay can't be sanctioned rapidly, legislatures ought to step in and find a ban, which seems improbable to occur in the following half year. Demands for input on the letter were not returned by Microsoft or Google. The signatories seem to incorporate representatives from different significant associations who are creating progressed language models, including Microsoft and Google. As indicated by Hannah Wong, an OpenAI representative, the organization went through over a half year zeroing in on the security and arrangement of GPT-4 in the wake of preparing the model. She proceeds to say that OpenAI isn't effectively preparing GPT-5. The letter comes when simulated intelligence frameworks are making progressively trying and breathtaking jumps. GPT-4's capacities were, as of late, divulged, yet they have ignited both energy and caution. The language model, which is accessible through ChatGPT, OpenAI's famous chatbot, performs well on numerous scholastic assessments and can precisely address intense inquiries that were recently expected to require further developed knowledge than artificial intelligence frameworks have shown. GPT-4, then again, makes various minor consistent blunders. What's more, similar to its progenitors, it infrequently daydreams incorrect data, uncovers instilled social predispositions, and can be incited to sheer unsavory or possibly damaging things. A piece of the signatories' trepidation is that OpenAI, Microsoft, and Google have started a benefit-driven competition to construct and uncover new simulated intelligence models when plausible. The letter fights that developments are happening at a quicker rate than culture and controllers can adapt to. The pace of progress, as well as the size of speculation, is quick. Microsoft has put $10 billion into OpenAI, and the organization's simulated intelligence is utilized in its web crawler Bing, as well as different applications. Despite the fact that Google delivered a portion of the computer-based intelligence expected to fabricate GPT-4 and had recently made refined language models of its own, it chose not to uncover them until this year, inferable from moral worries. Notwithstanding, the buzz around ChatGPT and Microsoft's pursuit moves seems to have driven Google to rush its own arrangements. The business as of late sent off Troubadour, a contender to ChatGPT, and has made a language model named Palm, which is like OpenAI's administrations, accessible through the programming interface. Up until this point, the race has been quick. In February 2019, OpenAI reported GPT-2, its most memorable huge language model. GPT-3, its replacement, was presented in June 2020. ChatGPT, which added highlights to GPT-3, was delivered in November 2022. Ongoing advances in man-made intelligence capacity concur with the thought that further protection might be required encompassing its use. The EU is presently discussing regulations to direct the utilization of man-made intelligence in view of the dangers implied. The White House has proposed a Man-Made Intelligence Bill of Freedoms, which frames the protections that people ought to expect despite calculation segregation, information security breaks, and other simulated intelligence-related issues. Be that as it may, these limitations started to come to fruition sometime before the new flood in generative computer-based intelligence. At the point when ChatGPT was presented toward the end of last year, its abilities incited quick discussion about the ramifications for training and work. GPT-4's essentially expanded powers have caused significantly more concern. Musk, who contributed early ventures for OpenAI, as of late cautioned on Twitter about the risks of significant tech partnerships driving artificial intelligence advancements. A designer at an unmistakable IT business who marked the letter, however, didn't have any desire to be distinguished on the grounds that he was not approved to address the media, says he has been utilizing GPT-4 since its delivery. The specialist considers innovation to be both a tremendous shift and a significant wellspring of concern. Others in the tech business voiced worry about the letter's accentuation on long-haul risks, bringing up that frameworks, for example ChatGPT, as of now present dangers. That finishes up my investigation into the fascinating subject of why TalkGPT-4 stopped other man-made intelligence endeavors.